putting in the hours.
Bloody hell. I think I'm like
This
level
is
30 or
his
something.
rule set.
Yeah. And this is, if you type in !Rama Flex, it will tell you the instructions to download it and all the changes and everything. But
Yeah, everyone in the stream, definitely, if you guys haven't already done so, get this build downloaded and check it out. Run some games on it, because he's looking for everyone's feedback. Obviously, this has been tuned around high-level reflex, but you know, it's for everyone. The idea is that it just makes the game better in general. So we need feedback of all levels.
yeah, I definitely found it like really easy to install. It was just download a file, make a folder, move over my UI, and then you're done. So first,
Rama, huge aggression through that teleporter. I love it.
yeah, first frag, quite confidently going to Rama, but Danskq does hit some of his signature bolts, a lot of his signature bolts, and second frag being a lot less. Yeah, he's pretty. I mean, he's in a good position, but all that damage has slowed down Rama a little bit, I think.
Yeah, Dan's bolts are crazy, but it's all about the raw speed I think Rama brings to the table here. Like everything he does is just so calculated, and he does it so quickly. It's all about that the persistence of the practice and the muscle memory between all the different moves in this game, and the way these maps play. Nice little read there on that bolt. Rama doing a lot of damage, picking off that stack, and Danskq has very low armor. Rama's going to push it. If there's one guy you know is going to be keeping very close tabs on this armor cycle, it's going to be Rama. Pretty bad position here in terms of controlling these yellows, unfortunately, as he is kind of stuck picking up that red armor first and leaving both yellows for Danskq, but does manage to respond with quite a bit of damage to melt away that stack.
He's doing enough damage that it doesn't really matter necessarily that he's leaving a few items up, absolutely tearing ahead with the damage.
Yeah, Gil, one thing like you mentioned kind of before this cup started, one huge way that this rule set changes the way this game is played is just the difference in the balance between how much protection the armor gives you versus how much damage you're actually able to do. And it really is way more a game of consistent, solid aim versus you can get away with stealing an armor and staying alive for a long time.
Yeah, and it's not it's not completely game changing in terms of that effect, but it's enough that it's noticeable, and it's enough that you can take advantage of it, which I think is a nice place to be. You could get into a position where you like completely overbuff the weapons, like make them all much faster and do more damage, but they are slightly increased, but they're not increased to the point where pure aim is the only way to win. It's still very much a game of stack, unlike some other arena FPS games, Create Champions, but at the same time, it is slightly made red a little bit less scary.
Yeah, it's a nice balance to allow different play styles too. It's fun that even though a lot of the way these maps are played and the weapons only do so much damage in certain situations, but from that, even still, a lot of styles end up emerging, and it's definitely noticeable more. So when you have the freedom to rely more on aiming or positioning versus just being so regimented to getting armor at every single interval.
Ooh, Rama now, he got that red, but he's taken a lot of damage in this fight, and he's back down to pretty much a fresh spawn. Danskq going with a push, he knows he's quite low. Oh, wow. 14 health.
Danskq, like, very, very passive right off that. He knew Rama spawned right next to him with absolutely no armor, and still was almost more focused on trying to go for that yellow armor, which wasn't even spawning, versus just going immediately for the next spawn frag. Very interesting. Definitely not the best play for him.
Yeah, if he had like a better time on that yellow, he probably would have got that frag. He was so close to killing him, but not quite there.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not able to keep the control, and Rama's going to respond with that little scrap of armor that he's got, dealing a lot of damage, pinning Danskq up with that ion cannon, and Danskq is going to steal that yellow armor. Stuck with very low HP though. He may be able to get all of these armors, but he may not actually be able to get off alive if Rama can land one of these bolts.
Yeah, Danskq is super low here. Ramos as well, but he did have the 25s back up. Oh, that rocket was just
great timing on that yellow from Rama, just literally diving on it as he gets away. But Danskq does finally catch him with that nice bolt, and going to follow up with another spawn frag, 2 for him. This lead down to 6. Could get a third if Rama can land one of these grenades. He might be able to survive, but he tries to chase Danskq through the teleporter, ends up eating a grenade and going down. And again, just the scrappy plays as Danskq finally goes down to a spawn frag from Rama.
Nice little flurry of frags from Danskq. He has kind of made his position a little bit less scary. But Rama's back in control here, and he's starting to eke up the frags once again.
Rama uncharacteristically aggressive here for how out of control he was. That was insane. He just knew that he had found one little weakness in where Danskq's position was, and just relentlessly aggressive down here on the bottom right now. Rama really using the bottom of the map to do most of the fighting and the damage, it seems, right now, and really only peeking up to that top to pick up these armors. Kind of an interesting way to play this map.
Yeah, there's some very strong positions on this map. It doesn't seem like Rama's too worried on giving up items as long as he's in a good position, which is a very sensible thing to do. He's probably played this version of the game the most out of anyone here today. So he'll be like the most in tune with like the changes and how you should play on this version of the game. So he does have a slight advantage on that, but definitely not counting
also,
out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem phased by the ammo management side of things at all. Doesn't seem really run out of ammo at all.
Nice drop. Does a lot of damage there to himself. I mean, I guess it's worth it with the Mega coming up and that yellow.
Oh, Danskq couldn't quite survive long enough to steal that red armor, and now Rama, probably the most control-heavy game we've seen. And I mean, that's just kind of the nature of the Catalyst. Unfortunately, sometimes is very hard to break a control cycle, but against Rama especially, who is so in tune with the control of the armor in this game, and he is making a show of it.
Okay, so we've got Mega and Red coming up here at the same time. This could be a chance for Danskq to grab the Mega, do a bit of damage, maybe make a play out of it.
Stuck in that fight, and I think Rama's gonna end up getting it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Good old G pin, but I mean, Rama's got so much stack here that it's not that meaningful at the end of the day.
And so it's just enough time to try to get to this yellow and steal it. Unfortunately, I don't think he even knew it was spawning, and Rama with a huge read on that direct rocket.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand now, I think, for Danskq. Very, very impressive. And this is probably the most like impressive play I've seen all day. Maybe even like the most dominating play I've seen all day.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to take this cup off of Rama at the way he's playing right now. This is pretty crazy.
Oh, nice bolt, but Danskq isn't left with much. Both players. Neutral frag.
Oh, it's a scrap for the red armor. He can't make it. He gets popped into the ceiling, and Danskq actually escapes alive with that red armor.
If you can get these 225s and the Mega, he'll be... Oh, he's not fine. He's not fine at all. He's dead.
Exact opposite of fine. Nice
Yeah.
play there from Rama. Huge damage. Pinning Danskq off to the side. It's back to business as usual here for Rama, controlling his yellow and red armors. Yeah, 17 frags, that's by far the biggest lead. Even in the last minute or so of games that are already over, we haven't seen a lead like this yet.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be very difficult for Danskq in game 2. It's not obviously over yet, but this play is just so dominating. I'm
still super impressed that that Vigor took a game off of Rama. I want to see him play again now.
Yeah. If like Rama doesn't drop a single map in the tournament, which is possible, I'm not saying he's going to do it, but apart from Vigor, then Vigor will be definitely someone to watch. Not a name I'm that aware of, but definitely impressive from what we've seen so far.
Danskq missing bullets just a little bit too much. Oh, it's 3 in a row for him. Yeah. If there was ever a time for Danskq to really pull out the miracle bolts, it would be towards the end of this game and really start negating some of that stack. But Rama's too strong.
He's hitting plenty of bolts, but they're not like... How many's he fired? 22 out of 50 he's hit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, or fortunately, even, the game isn't just who can bolt the most. Because that would make it...
I would call that unfortunately.
Yeah. I think, you know, if you made a computer game that was all about just hitting rails, I mean, what would be the point of that? Can't think of any game where Rail was so dominant that. Oh dear.
If only you could also like spit acid or go invisible or something. Maybe it'd be a little bit more fun to play though, right?
Oh dear.
That'll wrap it up for game one. Rama with a crushing performance on the Catalyst, 29-8. Danskq has got to make some miracles happen here.
What was the
Pocket Infinity?
Yeah, it was Pocket Infinity and then Ruin, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this will be a little better for his favor in terms of you know, his ability to use that bolt and the chances that you get to use it on Pocket versus T7 is a little bit trickier. But you know, if Rama keeps up this level of aggression, it's going to be hard to get anything done.
It's a slightly more open map. That might help Danskq a little bit. Oh, that's a very quick ready up from Danskq. Very keen.
Either ready to get it over or get some vengeance.
Yeah. As always, the interesting meta with how quickly do you ready up? Do you maybe go and get a coffee or something, like just to make your opponent sit there a little bit?
You gotta wait till you get a sweet frag in the warm up before you're ready to start.
Yeah.
Or do you jinx yourself by getting it in the warm up and not in the actual game? Do you ever go to a specific spot on the map during the warm up right before the game starts and like hope that for some reason the game will think that you want to spawn there off the start? Like just stand right on the red armor for good luck.
I've never done
Is that just me? Am I just superstitious?
Superstitious? I've not tried that. I do like to get a few frags and then hit the ready button. So if I get like 3 frags in a row, that's when I hit the ready button.
Or 1 melee frag.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Rama's doing meditation.
Rama simultaneously adminning, rule creating, and playing in his own cup. A man of all trades.
I would hate to play in a cup that I was organising. It'd be so stressful.
It's a lot of work, but if there's a man to do it, he's it. I mean, definitely got to give him props for getting things going back again in the duel scene at least a little bit. Whether or not the rule set sticks around or if people like it remains to be seen. But I mean, anyone who's gonna step up and make a rule set and run a tournament is definitely got my respect.
Yeah, the more cups available, the better. Like, just organised cups. It's a bit of a hassle and a pain. I do it myself, but I don't know how. I just put a stream on and hopefully the stream doesn't crap out. And talk for a few hours. So
leave that to the professionals. We just sit here and blab about.
Yeah.
But it's been a good showing so far today. Thanks guys for coming out and watching some Reflex. It's been a while.
Yeah. And here we are with the readies up. Gonna watch Danskq start off with.
All right, game 2, Danskq versus Rama on Pocket Infinity. Can Danskq redeem himself with his bolting prowess, or will it be Rama's raw aggression that wins the day?
Oh, puns, I like it. I like puns. Wait, puns? I don't mean puns. Alliteration, that's the one. English, it's difficult.
Rama's raw aggression.
Yeah. Rama does like it raw.
This is ridiculously sneaky right now.
Yeah.
Danskq coming in strong. He ran out of rockets, though. He's going to back up to that ion cannon. Rama, not a lot of stack left. He's got no armor. Danskq's got to finish this frag before that red armor's up, and he does manage to do it.
That was one tick
Rama
of LG.
He was beaky.
Yeah. And there is no running sound in this game, unlike other Arena FPS games, so you can be very sneaky just by moving that rocket. Jesus, another frag with like 6 health was at the end.
That was pretty ridiculous. I haven't played a ton of arena shooters other than this one, so I mean, I don't have a lot of perspective to speak from, but I can say from my limited experience with Quake Champions that I love having no footsteps down so much more, and just having the trade-off of like speed versus stealth. It makes it so much more interesting versus someone constantly knowing who you are.
Yeah.
I found that pretty frustrating.
Rama does get his first frag of the day, of the game even.
Yeah, still relatively split control here. Danskq ready for that red armor.
Ooh.
Rama pushes it with the most perfect timing ever. That was insane. It's like 1 second to go and he picks up the frag with no armor on Danskq. And now it's a couple of spawn frags to go, but Danskq responding with the shotgun, and Rama couldn't finish the frag. If Danskq would have died there, this could have been a really early snowball, but now he's got a chance to come back into this, and Rama with a huge aggression trying to steal that yellow armor, and Danskq is right there and ready. He knows his tricks.
Yeah, Rama had a great play there with that rocket, but a bit of a mistake, possibly pushing onto the shotgun quite that hard. Possibly could have taken that fight a little bit further back, kind of hold back a little bit, and then get a slightly even more easy frag.
Danskq forced to give up one of those yellow armors. He needs another rocket from Rama. That was definitely not what he needed so early. Chance to get a couple more frags with that control, but now it's going to be Rama chasing Danskq through that teleport. Doesn't follow him back through, so Danskq will survive this one, but not a lot of armor left to try to contest this yellow here. It's going to be tough for him.
Yeah, that was a nice double bang through the teleporter. Didn't quite get the damage he needed on that yellow, unfortunately. So he's just going to lose a couple more frags. Rama is taking a slight lead. That would be another frag.
No.
And
yeah,
this is where it could get hairy for Danskq. He doesn't want to play too aggressively here.
Yeah, this is what he saved himself from with that shotgun frag early on, just that couple of strings of spawn frags. Because Rama is just so in tune with these frags, or excuse me, these spawns, that he's going to be able to pick those up pretty quickly. And the less that Danskq can let that happen, the better chance we'll have, at least, of opening himself up a window to get a comeback going. But Rama, with the timing on this red armor, is just so strong. Danskq can't even sit on it for more than a second.
It's super impactful if you can just walk in exactly the right time on an item. Any other player kind of, if they already sat there, it's free damage basically.
Rama taking a good bit of damage from those rockets. Unfortunately, not enough for Danskq to really cause a threat here. Rama smart not to just jump straight for that red armor. Actually bullies Danskq back with that bow rifle. He knows that at a range like that, especially watching that angle on the red armor, that Danskq is definitely a threat, and taking that to chance.
I don't necessarily like how much damage he did to himself there.
Oh, he didn't get the mega.
Yeah, that's a shame. If Rama hadn't have got that mega and done all that damage to himself with the rockets, like Danskq could have done something with that, but unfortunately he didn't. So he's back to square one.
Yeah, playing it safe there, not doubling back to the teleport to try to contest that red. Unfortunately, still ends up eating the bolt, and Rama rocketing himself into this control of the yellow armor. It's just full swing for him now.
If he can get both of those by damaging himself off of the red, it's great. If the other player can capitalize off that, it is very risky. But it seems like the risk is paying off, definitely. Rama's extending his lead massively here.
10 frags, 5 minutes to go. Under any other circumstance, I would say, you know, this is absolutely anyone's game, but Rama is only getting upward momentum at this point with this control factor. Danskq, a lot of damage there with that plasma. Unfortunately, wasn't able to stop Rama before he got the yellow armor, and that was, you know, Danskq only gets very small windows throughout this game to really make a play that's impactful enough to actually not only just kill Rama, but kill him in an opportune time to actually swing the control and pick up the red armor or one of those yellows for himself. And that plasma could have been one of those chances. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough, and it's a whole nother cycle here where he's got to try to figure something else out to take down Rama.
Yeah, Rama's got this map locked down so hard. He's got both yellows, mega. He's about to get this red.
Nice rocket there.
Yeah.
Gonna try to at least do a little damage before Rama gets the red. Unfortunately, not quite enough, and Rama's got him trapped in this yellow. Danskq hits one bolt. Again, though, it's just chump change. Rama wants that. Just it's less rockets he's got to shoot himself with.
Exactly. This is so strong play. It's very, very unlikely that Danskq can pull this back at this point.
And to be perfectly honest, right now, this has nothing to do with the rule. I mean, obviously, it's making an effect overall in the game, but, you know, just gameplay-wise, this is just a strong control game. This has nothing to do with different weapon stats. Like, Rama's just playing really intelligently right now.
Yeah, Lance does pick up a frag. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get the next yellow. Oh, no, Rama gets that. And Like he
Could
was.
be a chance for him to get this red though.
Yeah, he's got the low ground position. He hits some good rockets. Misses that one
no!
though. Oh no. The first
Literally
two rockets were
shot
good.
Rama's dick off with that rocket.
Yeah, just
Couldn't
went
finish
under
it.
him. That was again with a nice little shotgun kill, but he's so low it's not going to be that impactful in the game. Ron picks up another frag.
Yeah, 12 to go, 3 minutes. Just time is absolutely not on Dan's side, and it's just ticking away. I like the effort here on this platform. He's got him pinned down nicely. Unfortunately, couldn't land one of those rockets, and Rama. Oh, the humiliation rockets are strong. Yeah, not much else to say about this one. It's,
Yeah, I think it's pretty much
powerhouse right now.
the fat lady has sang.
She is belting it.
Yeah. But that being said, I am incredibly excited to see what Kaito can do versus Rama. Because
Yeah,
the Kaito was looking, I mean, pretty strong and stable, in the words of a certain Prime Minister versus Gaia. But I'm not sure. Well, he definitely didn't look as strong and stable as Rama has in this matchup. So
I think Gaia Danskq would also be a pretty fun losers match.
yeah,
Losers
definitely.
bracket match to see. A losers match. Bunch of losers playing reflex. This becomes the witching hour of the tournament for all the players. Not only the casters feeling the effects of low nutrition, but you know, everyone now has been playing reflex for a long time, and it's hard to play this many duels in a row, especially
Yeah.
when you're playing right through dinner time like this.
I mean, it's not just
Gotta
duels
imagine
though
it
as well,
takes
right?
effect.
Like, you're not just playing any old duel, you're playing tournament duels, which
Oh,
are much, like, I've only ever played in 1 or 2 tournaments, but they are far more stressful than just your regular practice duels. And
Adrenaline makes you really hungry.
yeah. I can't even have my windows even open either. Like, there's a festival going on down the road for me. There's like guitars and shit like blasting out. So
Yeah,
I'm sat here.
drums in the background.
Yeah. It might not
Just
pick it up,
melting away.
but
See,
yeah.
it's amazing the sacrifices that you make for the community is it's honorable.
It really is. It's one step beyond possibly what anyone else would bother to do. I'm sure the people would cast it on and stream it. Yeah, some fantastic. Oh, nice job. Yeah, some people have been doing some fantastic jobs with the streaming recently. Well, in the previous cups, I think you. Who did you cast with? The Bunnyflex one? Was it the Bunnyflex?
I did for the Bunny Cup.
Yeah.
That was actually with Kovac for the.
Ah.
I think that was the last person that I casted with. Who he was fun to cast with too.
Yeah.
Great guy. It's just so much knowledge compacted into one person.
brain. Yeah.
One brain. How does he handle it all?
He
Good
did it.
games there from Rama.